Hello, hello. It is day 2 of the December 2022 hashtag TUAC 5-Min Challenge. It's always a bunch of information to spit out really quick there. But welcome. I have decided that I am using these prompts provided by the founders of the Ugly Art Club, and I am working on these tags. I only have 5 minutes. I'm trying to stick to the 5 minutes. It's a very busy time of year. It's really kind of all I can put out as far as effort goes right now anyways. So it's kind of exciting. I'm trying to remind myself to work quick, to work smart, to make smart choices, and to not fret about the outcome. So what I'd really like at the end of this is to bind these tags into a book. I do know that there are 14 days of prompts with a 15th additional one should we feel like using it. We always kind of throw an extra one in there. You don't even have to do the prompts in order if you don't want to. We are so open and just want everyone to make more art that we don't even care. Like, you don't even have to use the prompts. We just threw the prompts out there for some of our friends who needed a little extra nudge, who needed a little extra help, especially because 5 minutes is very daunting to a lot of people. So in this case, the second prompt in our list is brown bag it, which I think is really exciting. I feel like you could take this in a whole bunch of different ways. Like, it'd be really cool to see someone do like something lunch related, which I don't know how or what, but it just occurred to me and I think it'd be really cool. I have this brown bag from my last visit to the Dick Blick art store, and I think I picked up some pencils. I love when I get this type of bag. I don't always, like, if I have something heavier, paint or spray paint or a paper pad, it comes in a different bag, a plastic one. But I really like when I just pop in for some pencils or something easy, because I come out with these brown paper bags and I always hold on to them. They're such a great color. They have great texture to them. And then, I love big, black, bold marks. And this bag has some logos on it, but then also some lettering. So I pulled off the CK off the brown bag and I glued that down with a Yoo-hoo stick. And I'm working on the back of the tag from day 1 because I do have this sort of vision at the end, like I mentioned about binding these into a book. I haven't thought very much on the binding yet, but I decided instead of gluing tags together on a particular binding, I'm going to work on the backs of the tags also. So brown bag it, glued down my bag, and then I got out. I'm really just totally adoring having these microns close at hand. The only part about microns is that they are a felt tip, so you have to be careful with them when you're using them in your mixed media, especially if you're going to be using them on anything that has texture. But in this case, I'm working directly, making marks and these little stripy lines on the tag itself. So it's a paper-based substrate, and I can use the pens, like a boss. One thing I should say or could say is I am being very careful when I get close to the brown bag so that I don't soak a bunch of ink into that. To combat that, I could have made the lines before I glued the bag down. I will say that this particular brown bag has a little bit of transparency to it, like it's not super thick. So if I had done that, I may see the lines through it, which, give or take, I didn't do it, so I don't know if I like it, but something to keep in mind. Then I've got out my black acrylic. This is Fluid by Golden in Carbon Black. And I'm using my favorite paintbrush. It is haggard as hell, but I love it so much. It's like so haggard. The bristles are all jacked up. The paintbrush doesn't hold its shape anymore. The handle's really nasty. But what I've done to this particular paintbrush is I've sharpened the end of it so that it is a mark making tool. I can use it to carve into some different layers of things, which I do try here, but it doesn't work because the paint dried really quickly. No humidity in our air whatsoever, so that's already dry. It's fine. And then I thought maybe I would pull some of the paint out of the middle, but again, too dry for it to work how I thought. So I'm pretty close to done here. I'm running out of my 5 minutes, and I miss gluing down or stapling on or however taping it I was going to. connect the little label, the brown baggot. So I'll have to think about that. But, you know, sometimes we can throw in a couple seconds extra here if we want, or we have some people who start with 5 minutes and then find themselves creating all day, which is really great. We really just want to invite you to participate and find the time for yourself. Again, you can get these prompts in the Teachable Classroom linked below or in my Instagram profile. Here's my kind of finished tag. I got to figure out how to put that label on, that brown baggot element. And I'm thinking with some tape and calling it good. And then last picture here, and then the details on the 5-minute challenge. So join us. I look forward to seeing you guys on Instagram. Bye.